Yay Media Group.
What?
Y'all probably wondered why we come on this episode starting off laughing like this.
Ain't nobody laughing.
You are laughing.
No.
That's an angry laugh.
Rocky.
That's really an angry laugh. You about to find out.
Rocky.
So we had this conversation off the air. We felt like we need to bring this on the air because we open with all of our followers and listeners and fans and friends and all the other kind of family members. So I was asking her, I know women as men, I'm talking about all my fellas out there, we understand that our wives, after having babies, there's a period of time they go through emotional, what do you call it? Like their emotions are all like crazy.
I'm waiting to see what you supposed to say to us.
So we got to learn how to be patient because she's very emotional and everything that comes along with the woman's body and the hormones after having kids. Then the kid gets 3 and turns 5 and then 10 and then 15. And it's like, okay, the kid is old now. Why the hormones still?
Rocky!
I'm trying to figure out what these emotional hormones, shouldn't they fade away? And go?
What? For what? Where are they gonna go?
Huh? I don't know. I'm trying to help find out.
Why would they fade away? Do your hormones fade away?
But we don't have that kind of.
What you mean?
What?
Y'all do have hormones.
The men don't have hormones like y'all got. Like our hormones are different. Like we just.
True, but damn, like what you trying to say about my hormones?
No, I'm not saying nothing about your hormone. I'm just saying in general.
I feel like he has trying to say some shit about my hormones.
No, I'm not.
And my producer Garrett is looking at him like, I ain't
He's over there like,
touching it.
Don't do it. Don't do
And
it.
he stepped his ass all up in this shit. So, yep, we gonna talk about it.
Okay.
So, tell me about my hormones. What did you experience? Because you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay.
now,
Huh?
if y'all been following this podcast,
Okay.
what?
Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
if y'all been following this podcast,
Okay.
we share pretty much everything, all of our situations that we go through.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do I always say?
What?
Over the course of time,
Oh, and I want to say this. This was about, a couple of months ago.
what?
Yeah, what? And so, when your little girl come every month, she come every month. And I think I talked about this, but I can't remember. So she come every month. I said, babe, I got to go get my little tampons and stuff because my girl's coming. He was like, you still have those? I said, what are you talking
I
about?
thought there was a period of time as you get older.
What? And so what you think? Do you hear yourself?
I don't know. I ain't know.
What do you mean? You getting older? What? How old do you think I am?
Doesn't that go away eventually?
How old? Yes.
I don't know. What's the age then? Is there like an age range where that goes
Yes.
away? Okay, so.
And you don't know it?
Karen,
And
why
if
you laughing so
don't-
hard over
'cause
there,
if
dog?
you don't know it, don't ask. Don't ask your
No.
wife. You ask
If I don't
somebody.
know, I'm gonna ask because listen,
Well,
I'm the type of
ask
person that if I don't
somebody
know
else.
something, I'm gonna raise my hand and
You
ask.
didn't say that.
What?
You didn't say. You just looked at me and was like, "That ain't it. That you still have that." Like I don't understand why
because you never complained about it.
And I said,
You don't complain about
I said, yes, babe. What are you trying to say? Well, isn't that should be over for you by now?
Because you don't complain. Like most women that still have that time of the month, when that time comes, they complaining about it. Oh man, it's that time. You haven't complained in years. So I figured you weren't having it no more.
There's no need to complain about it. It happens. So we just trying to get it together. Why would I complain about it?
I don't know. That's a good question. If it's easy for you not to complain about it now, then why do so many women, complain about it?
Okay, a question for you then.
What?
When have I ever complained about it?
Early on,
When?
maybe early, yeah, but that's a typical thing that women do.
When? Early on.
Maybe first couple of years of us.
When? Because I am not a complainer when it comes to my cycle.
You really haven't made a big deal about
Ever.
it. But that's probably why I can't remember.
Exactly. So for
what
you
makes you think that I'm asking this question because it ain't nothing to do with you?
So you're right.
It's a general question.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Did I say Krystal? Did I say, remember that time when you did this? I'm not.
No, so because Rocky don't ever bring up subjects. And when I bring up subjects, it's because of some shit me and him done went through. And I want to talk about it. So for him, I'm feeling he bringing up hormones because he has something to say to me. Because he feel like they should be done when your kid is a certain age. And we have a 15-year-old about to be 16 this year. And I feel like he was trying to tell me my hormones and my emotions should already be in check because he about to be 16 years old.
They should. But
So
I'm
you are talking about me.
But I'm not talking about you. But I'm just, in general, that should be the case.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, you would think like, okay.
Do you think I still be having all my emotions and just be going at you for no reason?
Nah. Absolutely not. Of course not. What gives you that idea? Why would you even say that?
Rocky. Anyways, guess what? Because we deserve to have our moment. And it's because we have to deal with that every single month. We getting our emotions out. We cannot help it and release our emotions.
Absolutely. And
we are working. And y'all don't know what we be dealing with when these things be happening. We are uncomfortable. We don't understand half the time. Because we thought we was okay. And then you done did something stupid. Now it just brings out that emotion that shouldn't even be out there at that moment.
So question.
Yeah.
This is an interesting conversation. Does it come at the same time every month? Or does it fluctuate? I'm just asking.
Yeah, no. Why are you asking that? Because how many times a month do you hear it from me?
Because that lets, as a man.
And you should already caught on by now how long we've been
That
together.
lets us know how far we can go during a certain time of the month.
You lying. You think it feel like it coming multiple times of the month. The other times it's because it's your fault. Now, we have that time where we just, it happens. We got to release. And sometimes y'all just do some of the dumbest things. And you know what? Most of the time when we really snapping, in my personal opinion, we don't say much all month about the dumb shit y'all do all day.
It's that one thing that just kind of broke.
And then y'all just keep doing it. So around that time of the month, it's just kind of one of those where it's like, okay, I've had it. I'm just to tell you. Because us women, we do a real good job of keeping everything together for the rest of that time.
True story.
And then y'all just do it. And then when them hormones is kicking in, it's I'm going to cry. I'm going to cuss. I'm going to yell. I'm not going to want to talk to you. And then I'm going to be happy.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a question. I ain't trying to be funny. And I ain't trying to be a little smart aleck.
Rocky.
But why take it out on us? All because you going through your...
You did it. You triggered it.
No, because sometimes, hold on now.
You triggered
sometimes
it.
We ain't did nothing, but because your hormones, and it's that time of the month, and you're feeling frustrated, you're in a little pain, any little thing is going to bother you. Even if it was nothing that we did, but because you're going through your personal situation, you're taking it out on us.
I don't know what else
That
to tell
ain't
you.
fair.
I don't
I'm
think
not
that's
saying
true.
you're doing that.
The way you are explaining, I feel like you getting some of that.
No, I mean, but that's a legitimate question.
I don't know.
Why?
I'm not even trying to be funny. I have no idea.
Think
I
about
need to
it.
do some research on that
Now,
myself.
look, fellas,
because I'm
we
pretty sure there's a scientific fact about why we do what we do.
Look, I'm the first to admit, man.
And it does not mean we crazy. And I really believe that y'all do something to trigger us.
No, we don't.
Yes,
not
you
all
do.
the time. Do we do some foolish things? Of course.
Yes, you do
But
something.
not all the
And
time.
it's like you don't understand that I'm emotional right now and you ask what's wrong. You can't see it.
Not if you don't tell me, because you just said you don't be saying nothing. Didn't you just say that?
What you
when
mean?
the last time you heard me even say or complain about it? I don't even know that you be going through it. That's what started this whole conversation. Because I didn't know you still had them.
I'm talking. What? First of all, you talking about my menstrual cycle, right? I'm talking about these hormones that you talking about. Those are two different things. Do you understand
But don't the menstrual cycle affect some of the hormones?
It do.
Okay, that's where it all go together then, right?
No, not all the time.
Okay, see, this is where I get lost.
What's
Maybe
that?
I'm the wrong person to have this conversation with.
What is wrong with you? He said he done lost. Because you trigger it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
If I didn't do anything, how did I trigger it?
You've done something to trigger it. And
In
then
your
the question,
head.
no. And then when you ask the question and you see us, and you know what? I'm going to use this example because you said it yourself. You know, sometimes when you could just feel the energy in the room where something's not right.
Right.
And when you ask, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. And you leave it at that.
Don't even ask no more questions.
Right. Sometimes when you're in them hormones, it's time for you to learn that if I say I don't want to be bothered or whatever, maybe I want you to rub my feet. It's kind of those, you just kind of got to read my mind if I really don't want to be asked, like no more questions or nothing.
But now here's the deal.
What?
There's times where you're in that moment where you don't want to be bothered. You don't want to talk about nothing.
Right.
I let you have your moment. So if I come back and try to rub your feet or rub on you.
But now I'm nice. I'll tell you, and I'm to the point now.
You'll say, you'll be like, you become distant.
I'll tell you, because I tell you, me, if you asking about me, I'm thinking we being in general. But me, when I tell you, you know what I'm.
Right.
I'm not, you ain't got to think about my mind.
So
like, is it the opposite as what she wants? No. That's why
but I love that about you.
But that's why I tell women, like, be honest with him. Because you don't want to play them games because they're going to do exactly what you said.
Let me tell you something. I love it when she don't want to can I love it when you don't want to be bothered because now
you won't be bothered.
I won't be bothered. I can go on my business because
so?
And she will never be able to say, well, how come you didn't come attend to me? How come you wasn't over here talking to me? How come you didn't want to be bothered?
Listen, I would never lie about that. I would never. When I don't want to be bothered, I don't. And there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it, but it's okay.
Yep. And it's funny because I'll be thinking, oh, this is a great time for me to go over here and get this job done because she don't want to be bothered for a while. And then 15, 20 minutes into her not wanting to be bothered, here she come, messing with me now. And then she went, what? I'm like, wait a minute. Now I'm locked in. I don't want to be bothered because now I'm focused on what I got to do.
Well, then that's your fault because you don't know how to tell me you don't want to be bothered.
That's true.
Because he don't want to hurt my feelings. Don't hurt my feelings either.
What just happened?
Don't you hurt my feelings.
She talking to her whole self.
Because he'll be mean about it, but like, nah, I don't want to be bothered. Don't hurt my feelings.
Wait a minute.
Because you will.
How you going to sit up there and say, you don't tell me that you don't want to be bothered?
You don't. And you say, I don't.
And then you tell me not to tell you.
No, I said, tell me, but don't hurt my feelings. So it's the way you say it.
That's true.
Because Rocky would be like, nah, I don't want to be bothered. Can't you see I'm working? I'll be like, oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, we fist to fight.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Because even if I said it in the nicest way, you would probably take it personal.
It might hurt my feelings a little
bit. So it don't matter how I say it.
But it won't hurt my feelings bad, like if you just yelled it and had an attitude with it. Now.
So back to the question. And I think we came up with the answer finally.
Right. So
the hormone and the cycle and the emotion that's attached to the woman's body after having kids, that just kind of stays with you forever?
Yes, and we have the right to have these hormones.
Hey, listen, you guys are superheroes in my eyes.
Okay.
I'm trying to find out.
I'm glad you know it. I'm glad he know it. And y'all hold on to it, too.
Come on, man.
You don't want to talk about nothing else, and you shouldn't.
Nah, but I got to hopefully I've gotten to the solution.
What was
for all the other fellas out there that wanted to know, because we wanted to know.
You wanted to know. Don't nobody else want to know.
I guarantee, fellas, look, if you're watching this, I'm pretty get round of applause. Like, thank you, Rock. Because that's a tough conversation to have without the woman getting emotional and angry.
He keep pointing at me.
Because you're a woman.
Right, but you pointing at me like I'm getting emotional.
At Gary, our producer, he's a man.
But you pointing at me like you just been going through some emotional roller coasters with me.
Nah, man, if you've been following this podcast, you already know I have been.
I don't care shit.
But it's been a good roller coaster ride. That's right. That's my little snooky wookie wah-wah.
Rocky, okay, let these people go so we can get out of here too.
All right, man. Perfect Pair Podcast. Continue to download, subscribe. Hey, follow the YouTube channel. And make sure all these videos get at least 1,000 likes. We appreciate you guys, man. Rock Teasy's who I be.
And I'm Krystal. Rock Tease better have.
Boom. Perfect Pair Podcast. We'll see y'all next time. Doses.
Bye.